Hi Aries, welcome back. This is going to be a general reading for Aries. So if you're new here, if you're a class watcher, my name is Ninja. I will be your reader. And just know that this is an all Aries channel. Remember to use your own discernment. Take what resonates with you, leave the rest for somebody else. Remember guys, there's no timestamp on these readings. Whenever you find this message and it resonates with you, then it was meant for you. Seems like you have a group of people around you, Aries, that are putting their swords down. Okay, this is a group of people who were trying to cause a war with you, trying to fight with you, and it seems like they're putting their foot down, or they're putting their swords down. Okay, I feel like these people no longer want to fight with you anymore, and it's because you're speaking up, you're saying something that's the truth. You might have you might have a very high intuition. Okay, and it seems like you were using that intuition to guide you here with these people. I do see here that there was a time when you had to, set some boundaries, or you had to um, protect yourself against these people. Okay, you showed them that you were willing to fight. You showed them that you weren't afraid of them. Okay, you set some boundaries. You try to get away from them, and now these people are giving up. They're it's like they're having to admit defeat here. Okay, they're having to surrender whatever it is that they were trying to do to you, because it seems like you weren't going to back down at all. You understood and you saw the bigger picture here. And I feel like it's not just you. It's not just you that saw the bigger picture. It wasn't just you who was, using your head here. Okay, it looks like somebody here in this group was also using their head, and they're like, you know what? We can't go up against Aries here. We can't. There's no way to win here. Okay, we could try to blindside Aries all we want to, but we're not gonna win. Okay, it seems like Aries is always going to win. Aries always has that Ace of Cups in their back pocket. It looks like somebody within this group. No, no, I can't take this many. Guys, should I take it? Okay, I'll take it. It. But it seems like somebody in this group decided that it wasn't worth it. Okay, it wasn't worth it at all. They knew that somebody within the group was not what they seemed. Okay, there's somebody in the group, the one that was leading this group. Okay, and I'm saying the word group, but this very well could be a I know I'm saying the word group. Okay, but it's actually more than a group here. This could have been a I want to say a corporation. Okay, but it could be a corporation. For some reason I want to say corporation, but it seems to be more like an organization. Okay, there was a leader of the organization, the one that was teaching the other ones how to treat you or how to come up against you. Okay, it seems like that person had some hidden agendas against you, and that person was talking to these other ones and letting them know, like, hey, we could do this to Aries, we could do that to Aries, we will win against Aries. And it seems like one of the persons stood up and said, you know what, this is not worth it. This is not gonna I'm not gonna fight against Aries anymore, because there's no way to win. It seemed to have happened right in the middle of something. Okay, so the reason why they wanted to come up against you, from what I can tell, is because you had some new beginning. Somebody became jealous of your star quality. Okay, Somebody got jealous because, maybe you healed. Maybe you heal way too fast. But you definitely showed yourself to be someone who could rise above. And not just that, but you showed yourself to be the kind of person who could fulfill your own wishes. Like, you take action. You make a plan and you go for it, okay? You showed yourself to be the kind of person who can dream big. Not just dream big, but reach out and go for a money, abundance, love, maybe. Okay? Like, you showed yourself not to be the kind of person who just sits there, because there are people who will sit there and they will wish, right? They will sit there and wish for this and wish for that, but then they don't actually get up and do anything to get it for themselves. Okay? But you showed yourself to be the kind of person who is a big dreamer, yes. But not just a big dreamer, like you have big dreams, but the kind of person who would go out there and do the work to get it done. Okay? And that's what I'm seeing. Like, you're the kind of person who gets up, gets things done. And this person did not like it. This person wanted to cause trouble for you. Okay? And that's what I'm seeing here. It's all about the money. This person had you under surveillance for a long time. It seems like they used this organization or corporation. Honestly, I keep wanting to get a corporation. Like, this was a business that was a boss in the business that was coming up against you, and they were every time they had somebody following you and watching you and trying to dig up dirt on you, they couldn't find anything. They Each time they kept coming back and they're like, well, we can't find anything on Aries here. Aries is just sitting there peacefully, doing their own thing. And it seemed like this person who is coming into this reading as the boss. Okay, so this might have been the boss of a corporation, the boss of an organization. This boss wanted things to keep going. Okay, this boss did not want to see this ending. They didn't like this idea of this ending. They're like, no, we don't want this to end. We don't like this to end. We want this to keep going. So this person became angry. Like, every time they would come back and say, Aries was, outside watering their grass. Aries was walking their dog. Aries was going to work. Aries was, it was just normal everyday things. Nothing that they could like pin on you. Nothing that they can twist and turn and use against you. Something, nothing that they could try to blackmail you with, right? Nothing that they could, like I said, twist it. They were hoping that they could find you in a situation that they could twist the narrative around and make things appear a certain kind of way so they could come in and take from you, because that seemed to be the whole thing. Is that what I'm seeing here? They wanted to twist and lie and create lies and twist things around here, right? They wanted to twist the narratives, twist how you were making money. That's what I'm getting. Twist how you were making money, how you were making ends meet, how you were making things happen. You might have been giving to an organization, or you've been giving to charity, okay? You might be not around your family. You might be living alone away from your family. You might be estranged from your family. And they were hoping that they could use that for their benefit. Like, you don't have any contact with your family, or at least it appears that way, that you don't have contact with your family. Like, maybe they think that you don't speak to your family. something like that. Like they think that you don't have any contact with your family, but there's nothing further from the truth. They were hoping that you were broke. They might have approached you to see what you would be willing to do to make money, to make your dreams come true. So they were hoping that you would do something possibly illegal, something that they could call the law enforcement in on you, trying to get you to do something like accept money, accept a bribe, or accept money in some kind of in an underhanded way. They were hoping that they would be able to, I want to say, blackmail you, okay? Or they would be able to scam you. Like, this could be scamming or this could be blackmailing you. I feel like it's blackmailing you because, or maybe it's both, right? Because it seems like they just wanted to get you caught up into something. This organization, especially the boss, wanted to get you caught up into what they do. They wanted to get you caught up into what they do. Huh. Spirit, can we get some more information? They wanted you, they wanted to put you in a position where you would have to join them. They wanted you to join them. See? They wanted you to join them, but we still have the 7 of Wands and the Ace of Cups coming out, which is crazy because that's exactly what happened there. So they wanted you to join them, okay? They did. They wanted to get you in a position where you would be cornered and you wouldn't have any choice but to join this organization. I feel like this is a illegal organization. They do things very shady. Okay, I'm seeing like maybe they're scammers. They use extortion. Okay, they're a criminal family, a criminal organization. It seems like every time they came toward you, though, you somehow ended up defending yourself. It seems like every time they tried to come near you, around you, you were protected. And it wasn't just you, like you were protecting yourself, even though you were, but it's you were highly protected. I feel like you have, you know, the spirits, the angels were watching over you here. They were helping you make your own path here. And I feel very strongly that's what we're looking at. You had your own resistance team protecting you from getting caught up with this organization. And that is what helped you have this new beginning. And it's coming out as the Ace of Cups again, abundance. You weren't afraid. You weren't afraid because you understood that you weren't alone. You had your spirit team protecting you, setting up boundaries. And it wasn't just them, but it was you. You were defending yourself as well. They might have had you, they wanted you to do some kind of work for them. They wanted to get you caught up, tied up, or something like that so they can call law enforcement. I don't understand why they would want to call law enforcement, but they wanted to call law enforcement on you or be able to get you tied up into something illegal, something pretty shady. I don't. Let me go ahead and get some more information because I don't understand. I don't understand all that. It seems like they were trying to direct you into something. Spirit, can we get some more information, please? Especially about these 4 coins. Can I get information about the 4 coins? Huh. There's a good chance that the law enforcement that they were trying to send to you were also crooked. Okay? The law enforcement that they had wanted to sick on you, okay, because that's what I'm calling it, sick. Like they wanted to sick the law enforcement on you. It seems like this law enforcement were crooked. Okay, I feel like they might have even tried to use your past against you as well. So they were trying to get law. It seems like this law enforcement was coming in just as crooked as they are, and the purpose was to seduce you, make you feel trapped, make you feel like you couldn't escape. Like if you didn't do what they wanted you to do, then you were. It was like it was as though you were going to be screwed if you did, screwed if you didn't. They were going to abuse their power here over you. Okay, push some kind of dominance on you, control you. This group wanted you to do something illegal for them. That's what I'm getting. They wanted you to get stuck into something or go along with something and become part of what they're doing. And they were going to promise you money, they were going to promise you a home, promise you a new family with them, doing illegal things with them. So this law enforcement officer is part of the family, okay? It's part of this organization, but they're showing it as a family. It might be, it might be family members in it, right? Maybe a majority of this group are family members that are part of this corporation slash organization. Maybe people are not aware of it, that it's a bunch of family members. Sometimes if the family members have different last names, you can't put the connection. I actually know of situations like that where found out that two of the people were sisters and the other one was a stepdaughter. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. Found out that there was family working together. So it could very well be like that. And everybody had different last names. They didn't look the same. So there was no way to tell until they spoke up and said that they were siblings, and you know what I'm saying? Nobody would have guessed because they didn't look alike at all. It seems like this person wanted you, this police officer, this law enforcement officer, whoever it is, right? They were gonna do something here to you to get you in a position where they can dominate you, to control you, to force you to join. Okay. All right. What do they want Aries to do? Let's find out more about that because that'll give us more clarity. What is it that they wanted Aries to do here? Okay. Aries, they wanted you to attack somebody for them. They wanted you they wanted you to attack somebody for them. To lead it. They wanted you to attack somebody that they've been having a war with or a fight with. Okay, they wanted you to go in there and take over that organization. Huh. They wanted you to cause interruptions for another organization. They wanted you to manipulate another organization. And they wanted you to win no matter what the cost was. They didn't care what you had to do it. They wanted you to take over something. Now, this could be a corporation, guys, because I keep hearing corporation. So it's making me feel like there might be a corporation involved in this, like two corporations going at it, and they need an scapegoat, and they wanted you to be the scapegoat, or they're trying to set you up to be the scapegoat there. They didn't care what rules that you had to break, okay? They didn't care what kind of rules you had to break, who you had to hurt. Um, it's kind of like they wanted you to strike out by yourself and do this alone. They wanted you to get caught up in this. They wanted you to do some really crazy things, but they were gonna make you do it under, like, force you into doing it. Okay, they were gonna force you into making you feel like you had no choice. They wanted you to recover something for them from another organization. Oh, tell me more about this Three of Wands, please. Tell me more about the Three of Wands, Spirit. Tell me more about the Three of Wands. This boss that has they picked you out because they felt like you would be the right person to conduct this. Like you would be able to travel without nobody noticing. You would be able to move around without people being worried or stressed about it. Again, it has something to do with you being living a distance from your family, or not having very much interaction with your family. Okay, it's about you being by yourself. They wanted to target you because they knew you were by yourself. So you might live by yourself, okay? That's what I'm getting. So you live by yourself, and they were targeting you and wanting you to attack another organization, to inflict as much damage to another organization. And they felt like you would do it quickly. You would be able to travel quickly, and they would be able to control all your moves because you would be afraid, or you would feel like you didn't have no choice. Wow, that is crazy. They were hoping that you weren't happy with your job. Okay, something about that. Like you would accept what they gave you. So they were hoping that you would be happy with leaving a job behind, leaving something that you do for work, or something that you do for voluntary. This could be also voluntary work. Like you would be okay with setting out on your own. They wanted to, okay, so now I understand. They wanted to paint you a new future, sell you on the idea of having a new future. All with this evil boss that's full of toxicity and wanted to control you. They wanted to sell you this idea. First they wanted to trap you, and then they wanted to, you know what it's giving me? Oh, oh. You know what this kind of reminds me of? Have you ever heard of these people that get kidnapped and then they end up joining the people? You know what I'm talking about? Like they get kidnapped and then they start believing, or they start seeing things the way that the kidnappers see it, that kind of thing. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. Like, I don't know what it's called, but it's called something where the victim ends up like joining the group, right? I've heard of this before. So it seems like they wanted to sell you on this new future, like for you to be happy to let go of your past and go off on this new future and travel and do things that they wanted you to do. That's what I'm getting, guys. So you are being targeted. You're being targeted by a very ruthless, I want to say a ruthless organization, corporation, whichever, okay? I don't understand what the difference is, but apparently there might be, so that's why I'm saying both, okay? Organization, corporation, okay? And that's why I'm saying both, because I don't understand what the difference is, but apparently there might be a difference that I don't know about. But yeah, they wanted to sell you on this new idea. Okay, Aries, this is what's going on in your energy. You have escaped them. They feel like they cannot come towards you. This is what's been going on around you without you even knowing it. Your spirit guides and your spirit team has been protecting you from this. Okay? And why? Because you're truthful. You're honest and you're truthful. And your spirit team knows it. And you have God on your side. God's here protecting you. That's what it is. All right, Aries, thank you for joining me. But this is what your spirit team's been working on while you're asleep, not knowing what's going on around you. You have protection. Thank you for joining me, guys. I hope I said something that was helpful. If I did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. And catch me in the next one. Bye bye.